Mr. Omari,
Yes, sir.
it is trite knowledge without a share of doubt that the energy sector was plunged into an abyss of excessive debt by the MPP government. In fact, the finance minister in his last budget reading did indicate to us that about $1.73 billion that we owe to our IPPs alone. The ECG alone is in debt of about 68 billion Ghana cedis. So clearly telling you that we owe a lot. As we speak, our current sector debt, that's energy sector debt, is over around $3.1 billion. Now, if you take a careful look at our power generation, the nature of our power generation currently, you realize that we have moved significantly from hydro. We are doing about 70% of our generation mix being liquid fuels, or our generation means coming from thermal. So what then it then suggests that you will need more money to procure these liquid fuels, be it the light crude oil, distilled fuel oil, heavy fuel oil, and all that. So clearly, government, it's only appropriate the government of the day devise some revenue measures to be able to take care of these expenses, so that we can all have the reliable and uninterrupted power supply we have been hearing for. This year alone, government has projected about $1.2 billion to be spent on liquid fuels alone. You still have to go and buy. Now, the NDC government believes that, see, the periods of keeping the lights on without any financial efficiency, which will later become the old energy debt cycle, should be addressed, because he just mentioned about, oh, the light was on, but you are owing same power about $423 million. Car power, $371 million. We are owing Sona Sogli 297. You just told him how car power trusted should shut down. Let's face the issues here. He was talking about 200 liters and all that. And I've seen that Bawumia saying that this government is sensitive and is going to bring more hardship. You see, Dr. Bawumia, I want to humbly submit to him to spare us his comedic content creating spree he has embarked on ever since he lost the election. You are telling me that under you, as at November, diesel was around 23 Ghana cedis. Today, diesel is around 12 Ghana cedis. Under you, petrol 16 Ghana cedis. But I want to now tell us that we all went through basic school. We were taught P1, less than, greater than. Bawumia is today telling us that if you put 12 here and 16 here, because this one is inclusive, 1 Ghana levy, 12. Bawumia say that 12 is now greater than 16 because 1 Ghana levy is added. No, help it make sense. You are telling me that that driver who will go and buy a liter of fuel under MPP for 16 Ghana cedis, today is buying at 12. Regardless of the number of liters he buys, he's still making savings. Under MPP, a gallon of fuel was 72 Ghana cedis. Today it's around 52 Ghana cedis. Even if you look at some stations below that, about 52 Ghana cedis, mean that on every gallon, that driver is saving 20 Ghana cedis. 20 Ghana cedis today. That money, he wouldn't have gotten that same money, or wouldn't have been able to make that savings under MPP. But today he's getting that. If he's to buy 10 gallons, meaning that he's making a savings of 200 Ghana cedis because of Mahama Papa Banti. Please relax. I'm giving you the facts. These are things that you can experience on a daily basis. Now, I have somebody. You see, let's not forget that when we're buying the fuel at 16 Ghana cedis or 17, we're still paying E-Levy. It's not like the driver was still paying E-Levy. Those of them that were taking bet were still paying betting tax. At the same time, buying fuel at 17. Do you know how hardship is measured? You see, when you want to measure poverty, one thing you look at is how much money people have on them to spend. Now, economically, how we call autonomous consumption basket. So when Mr. Omari, you see your salary, there are some basic things that you spend on. So the moment government reduce price of certain things, basic things that you spend on, government has increased your marginal propensity to save. That means the amount of money that will be left after you buying the basic things to go and save in the bank or invest in other things has increased. But government has not increased your salary. Now, government, today that driver, that Mahama has reduced the fuel price based on the current exchange rate we have because of the appreciation we had from 16 to 12. The money that he will spend on 200 liters is not the same amount that he's spending today. So he's saving more money. It's not about bringing hardship. If you are to go by yours, it's not about bringing hardship. See, a man called me 2 days ago. He was telling me how thankful he is to President Mahama for what he's doing with the fuel. He buys diesel. He was telling me under MPP, diesel of 20 Ghana cedis. This is around 12 Ghana cedis. Do you know that 20 Ghana cedis every 3 days he used to I think block factory business, so he do transport all of them, deliver some of his goods. Every 3 days he buy food about 4,000 Ghana cedis. That 4,000 divided by 20, you are going to get 200. Is that not the case? My math is no good. You can teach me. 4,000 Ghana cedis. That means that man can get only 200 liters of diesel. Today, if that man is still buying that 200 liters, same quantity, which has not changed, 200 liters now, he's only spending 2,400 Ghana cedis. So Mahama is saving him 1,600 Ghana cedis. You are telling that man today that you can convince him that Mahama has brought hardship. He's making savings of 1,600. Now that man was even telling me something that anytime he goes to a fuel station, he buys a Star Oil. He showed me receipts that he paid through money. When he wants to pay through money, apart from buying at a higher price of 20 Ghana cedis, no, or spending 4,000, he will still pay more money of 4,000 and pay E-Levy on it 40 Ghana cedis. So that man today, because Mahama has charged E-Levy, he is saving 40 Ghana cedis in addition. Because if you go to the filling station today, and he buy that 200 liters today, which he will pay 2,400 and has made savings of 1,600. No, when he's paying through mobile money, he will not pay E-Levy. He has saved additional 40 Ghana cedis. Wow. Today, a young man is listening. He is a similar business. When he goes to buy that, quantity of diesel, that's 200 liters, and was paying 4,000 Ghana cedis, he will come and want to pay through Momo. You take him 40 Ghana cedis. When that young man goes home and go and stake his bets between PSG and Inter Milan, win 10,000 Ghana cedis. Bawumia and Akufado, we're taking us, would have taken 1,000 Ghana cedis. From that 10,000 Ghana cedis, today that young man will go and buy his food and make that savings of 1,600. Will pay through more money and make savings of 40 Ghana cedis. Will stake the bet and take all the 10,000. That 1,000 Ghana cedis that Bawumia and Akufado would have taken. He's saving that money. You want to convince that man that President Mahama is bringing hardship. Is that what you're telling me? You see, I was telling the fuel price. Why President Mahama?
1 minute you end.
President Mahama said that the 1 Ghana levy added will not increase the export price. So it's not as though the fuel price you see today is going to be increased. No. Now, government, I told you, government regulates the petroleum industry, the petroleum downstream industry through MPA, is to make sure that all these, oil marketing companies or liquefied petroleum gas marketing companies are in conformity with the petroleum pricing formula. That's, you're looking at one, the international market's price. Two key things that you look at, the exchange rate, or you can look at the margins on products, taxes and levies, or the fleet cost. These are other things that you can look at. But two key things that you look at is one, the exchange rate, two, the international market price. Why we are seeing the reduction in fuel today is because one, the international market price has reduced. But the reason why we say Mahama is also helping in the reduction of fuel prices because of the exchange rate. Because this is simple economics or maths. If the international market price per barrel is 1,000 Ghana or $1,000, and your exchange rate is 16, meaning that you will need 16 times 16,000 to go and import that crude. Now, because the dollar has reduced to 12, that businessman will not need that amount of money again to go and import. So although the price at the international market is the same, but because Mahama was able to appreciate the cedi from 16 to 12, today it has reduced. So that's what government can do on your part. Now, what is happening is that President Mahama has assured this businessman that I'm going to keep the dollar between 10 and 12. So in the next pricing window, in fact, this reduction that came, I expect that the next pricing window, we will see a more reduction in nominal value of at least 1 Ghana cedis. Please follow carefully. So now, because of what President Mahama is doing with the dollar, and then because the international market price is reduced, in fact, looking into the future, there is hope for Ghana. Because if you look at the EIA forecast for Brent crude, they are saying that Brent crude will average around $66 for this year, and then 2026 it will be around $59, which is lower than the world market price of $81 for 2024. So clearly telling you that in the near future, there is a high possibility that the crude price or the international market price will reduce further. But government also doing well with the exchange rate. So Ghanaians will be rest assured that the fuel price will go down again. Now, this 1 Ghana levy will take effect, should everything go through, will take effect the next pricing window. Now, in the next pricing window, these OMCs are supposed to reduce. That's next pricing window is from 16th of this month to the end of the month. Are supposed to reduce it at least by 1 Ghana because of the exchange rate. Yeah. Then President Mahama is saying that because there will be reduction, which in nominal value, make a nominal value, Sikano 1111 now, it better so by 1 cedi. It will go down by 1 cedi at least. Some of them even reduce it more than 1 Ghana cedis. So now, instead of maybe Star Oil, today is selling at 11.77 for petrol. Instead of you reducing it from 11.77 to 10.77, in the next pricing window, maintain it at the current 11.77. Please, do you understand? I don't want you to come and ask me these questions. That's why I'm doing like a P1 chart. So, because of the next pricing window, the 1 Ghana levy is not 1%. 1 Ghana levy, that's a nominal value. It's not, will take effect in the next pricing window. Okay. And we are to see reduction in the price of fuel, which will either be at least 1 Ghana cedis. Okay. Some will be more. Okay. President Mahama said that keep that 1 Ghana cedis, factor it in the next reduction. Okay. That's in the next pricing window. So don't go from 11.77 to 10.77. Keep it at the 11.77. Okay. So when President Mahama said that the 1 Ghana levy will not be to affect the export price, that's what he meant. Okay. And the MPP for say, "I the papa no okay." And the 1 Ghana cedi got 12.80. And yes, sir, 1 Ghana levy no able to key effect in the next pricing window. Okay. I was so motiso. So anko from cry 1 Ghana. Okay. So 1 Ghana be from and President Mahama say, "Mon factor in sa 1 Ghana levy no. O factor in sa 1 Ghana levy na. Price na won in no. E be say agina sa the same as next pricing window no. Enti who say fuel no akosoro because you are 2 1 Ghana levy.